What is going on, guys? Nate Coult here, and I'm having a great time. I don't know. I just felt like I had to do that. That felt necessary. So we're going to talk a little thing. I don't even know. We're just going to kind of talk about life a little bit. An interesting point came to my attention. Sorry, I was doing a lot of yelling last night, and my throat hurts. Some interesting thing came to my attention yesterday. I've kind of been thinking about it. I'm not really sure what to do, what to do with this information, or really how to process it yet. So, first of all, let me just explain what I'm talking about before just playing a game of mysteries and secrets. Let me just tell you what's going down. First of all, this is Black Ops. I'm taking about a week break from Modern Warfare 3. I've been very frustrated with it, so I hopped online, popped in Black Ops, and this is actually, I was live streaming this. This is my first game. By the way, guys, live streams. Every Sunday I'm going to be doing a big live stream, so that this way you guys know, predetermined, and hopefully show up. But when I upload that teaser, it means I'm live streaming. Come check it out. Come hang out. I would really enjoy some more support on those. It would mean the world to me, honestly. So if you guys could please just check those out. I figured if I did a weekly one, you guys would show up more. And I'll still do my daily ones like I always do. Whenever I play, I like to live stream. As long as no one's bogarting the internet, I don't care. You know, that's just how it is. I have no problems live streaming. So that's that. So alright, so what came to my attention? I'm driving this party yesterday, and I mean you guys, if you talk to me on Skype or anywhere, I mean you know me. You know me. I'm pretty lewd, rude, and out of control when it comes to the way I talk, to the format, to the words I use, to the way I speak, to just how I am, just my mannerism and my nature. So I mean, if you know, you know. I mean, I'm a caveman. They call me the caveman. I'm Neanderthal. So I'm driving the car. My buddy's like, you know, we don't get to hang out a lot. He goes, so I'm just soaking it all in. I was like, soaking what in? He goes, all the Nate Gould. That's what he says. Just all my shenanigans and my antics and my stories, and he's like, you just have an interesting life. An interesting life. Do I have an interesting life? And I stopped at that moment, was just kind of like, you know, huh? Do I have an interesting life? And I don't really think I do. By my standards, an interesting life would be like. An interesting life would be like, today I'm going skydiving, next week I'm flying out to Hawaii to go surfing. I had an orgy the other day. You know, that's like an interesting life. I guess because I do a lot of things that a lot of people don't experience on a weekly basis. I experience that the things that were to one-up me are just so off the chart amazing that I don't find my life that interesting. I don't find what I do that amazing, you know? It's like, I think there's so much cooler stuff, but my life is more interesting than my buddy's, and that actually kind of makes me feel kind of good, you know. It's nice to know that someone likes to, you know, hear your stories. They want to know what you're like. They want to hear what happened last week because they know there's a good story. They know something happened, and they just want to know what it is, and they're just lingering on your words because they want to hear it, and it's kind of a cool thing. And I never really thought about it until yesterday. I never noticed it, and that's just kind of how I am. I'm a great storyteller. You know, I put a lot of emphasis into things and stuff like that. And I always have a lot, you know, whenever I'm hanging out, I'm the guy who's, I'm not going to say I'm the live of the party. A lot of my friends are funny, we have a great time, but, you know, I'm usually the funniest one there. I get a lot, you know, everyone's always cracking up, laughing, people on the floor just by the things I say and the things I do. And so I suppose I am somewhat interesting. I guess I'm a pretty interesting guy, and I live a pretty interesting life. So I started looking back at the last few weeks of my experiences, you know, what's been going on with my life? What have I been doing? What are the things that have been happening the last few weekends? What are the stories, the things that I do, and how they are, you know? So I started thinking back. You know, one week it was trying to get my buddy to hook up with some chick because I thought it would be funny. I thought it would be funny if I could actually pull this off and do this, and I thought it would just be really funny to do, you know? Because he wasn't really into her and stuff like that, but I just kind of dared him to do it, you know? And I talked him into it, and she wasn't really, you know, she was a little heavier, and it was just kind of like, I did everything in my power, and, you know, so that's how it all started. I mean, this is how this streak of just awesome experiences, it started all right here. And I get him, you know, to hook up with this girl, and then the next weekend, we go to a party so he can hook up with a younger girl. I mean, she's pretty hot, but she was younger. She was 20, but everyone else was, like, way younger, so we're, like, in the wrong situation because we're both 21. And, you know, we're just in a bad situation. And a couple of my friends meet up with us, and then now they're like older than me, and it's like a bunch of young kids and a bunch of older guys, and they're trying to fight and all this stuff. I'm breaking up fights, throwing people off each other, you know, driving these kids home drunk. I got a gay kid in the passenger seat of my car singing me country. First of all, I hate goddamn country. Now I have this gay kid sitting there serenading me at the top of his lungs in my face, you know, just completely drunk. And you know, and then there was that weekend, and then the next weekend it was, what was the next weekend after that? Oh, the next weekend was when the Lithuanian stripper cut my package and pinched my junk a little bit. She mangled my junk with her thumb. She gave me a little pee-pee pinch. Then there was that. There was the train hopping. I mean, there's others. There's even other things I can't even think of right now. There was owls. You know, the strip club at owls. There was just everything. So many freaking things. There was almost getting in a fight for the two kids kissing. Well, for saying that two guys were gonna kiss when they weren't, and they got really mad at me. And then, you know, last night it was waving my balls at my buddy, and it's like such a weird statement. And I hate that I just said that, but you know, it was awesome. You know, it was fun. It may seem weird, but it was fun. I had a great time, you know? I was having a great time. That wasn't as good as the first one. I should have just kept it to one. I'm not very good at accents, so if I get a good one, I should just take that blessing and shut my goddamn mouth. So, they're playing beer pong, and for some reason my buddy just feels it's necessary to have his, you know, his ball sack out, his ball sacky, and he calls me over, or someone calls me over to try to control him, his girlfriend, and I walk in and I'm like, oh, nutsack. So then he challenged, yeah, first of all, I'm always good in these situations to take care of people. I will always be the one to keep the peace. If you're drunk, I'll put you over my shoulder, carry you in your car. I'll tuck you in goddamn bed, read your freaking story if you need it. If that's what needs to be done. And that's not even a joke. That's no lie right there. So I go over there with the intentions to help, and then they're like, can you help, you know, tell Matt to, you know, get his balls away, get his balls back in his pants. And he goes, you won't do it, man. You're a wussy. I guarantee you, you don't have the balls to take your sack out. Come on, do you know me? He said that because he knew by challenging me, my balls were definitely coming out. Which they did. So now my sack's out and his sack's out. This is going to go on for like about another minute. Just looking at the screen. I got to finish with the story. He's teabagging beer pong cups. I'm waving my balls. It's all on video. And we just had a great time, man. I mean, we had such an enjoyable and awesome night. And I'm ecstatic. You know, I've never had, you know, the last 8-10 weeks have been so much fun. And it's just because I'm me. And maybe that does make my life interesting. Maybe it does. So it makes me feel good, though. It's nice to know that I may have a semi-interesting life. But you should look at your life and evaluate it, because now that I think back of it, I'm in like such a good mood, because sometimes I just get like pissed at how boring and crappy my life is. And then I found out, wow, my life's kind of cool, you know? So evaluate your life, because there are good points in it, I guarantee. And if you feel like you're not having enough fun, have more fun, guys. That's it. I'm going to end this bad boy right here, and check out the live streams, and I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.